Long last, cyclists can now saddle up for this year's Cape Town Cycle Tour. The world's biggest time cycling event usually takes place on the first Sunday of March, but COVID-19 forced it to be moved to October. There will be fewer participants lining up at the start, and those not fully vaccinated will have to produce a negative COVID test result. eNCA's Justin Ford has more.
Until recently, there was still uncertainty around the Cape Town Cycle Tour. Following final approval, it will finally take place on the 10th of October.
I think it's important for everybody to remember, and especially the participants, that we are still in a pandemic. And that's key. It's absolutely key. So the entire event is not what everybody's used to. It's going to be a very different event. This is not the cycle tour of 2020 or 2019. This is a COVID year, and we are adjusting the event accordingly.
Fully vaccinated cyclists will not have to complete rapid antigen tests, but those not vaccinated have to do so within 72 hours of the race and provide proof.
We're a charitable undertaking. We're not a commercial entity. We don't have masses of working capital. We don't have a headline sponsor for this event this year, and we're running this 2021 edition on 50% capacity with the same fixed cost, which means we aren't able to pick up the additional cost of the test. Now, we know that 75% of our field are fully vaccinated, and we know that about 25% will require to have a rapid antigen.
Questions have been raised as to why not all participants have to be tested.
The information we've been given is that we don't have to test people fully vaccinated, and the basis for that is that the research has shown that fully vaccinated people are between 7 and 15 times less when asymptomatic to pass on the virus.
COVID-19 protocols in place mean that crowds will not be permitted to line up along the scenic route.
So simple things like the stands at our finish will not be there this year. We will have visible marshalling around the route to ensure that people are asked to leave the areas and not gather. It's our appeal to the general public to please understand that we are not allowed spectators. We do have law enforcement that will be on call.
Supporters are being urged to follow the famous race and the heroes online. Justin Ford, Cape Town.